kick off this season with Oregon. He surpassed an opportunity to be a high draft pick in the NFL to come back for one more ride after a disappointing college football playoff, showing last year he believes Oregon can take it all the way this season. And it will all ride on the Heisman hopes of Dante Moore and the Oregon Ducks. Guys?
Okay, Holly. Ducks kicker headed to the football. The crowd eager, and off we go. The start of a new season. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now the River Toads offense will get the football first. They'll be matched up against one of the best secondaries in the country.
Hey, man, I can't wait to watch this chess match today. This defense, they are so buttoned up, man. They are dialed in. They know exactly who they are. They can run zone. They can run man. They can stop the run. Like, they make things really hard for quarterbacks, Jesse. And this quarterback on the other side, he's pretty dang good. So I'm excited to see this matchup.
He's really good. He just has to be keyed in on timing. The ball has to come out on time. You can't stare things down against this defense because they're going to make you pay. And they try to make you see ghosts. I think one of the really good things about this defense is that they do a nice job disguising their coverages and changing the picture pre-snap to post-snap. So we know this quarterback physically, obviously, one of the most talented in the country, but mentally today, he has got to be sharp.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
It'll be a draw. Nice move to keep running. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down.
Great job by the quarterback, the running back, and the offensive line, really selling pass. That's step one. If you're going to run an effective draw, it's got to look like pass, and then boom, you sneak it right to the running back, gets a big gain, and gets a first down.
Pulls it in, it's Clark. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. To the air on second down. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. So now on comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Absolutely center cut. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And the kicker starts the year perfect. Nice job, nice way to start the year. The offense takes the football down the field. Yeah, you want to get touchdowns, but getting points on the first drive to start the season, really nice job by this unit.
The Ducks offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. Something to watch in this game. Will he be able to attack this secondary, particularly the one corner that has had his share of issues? Running inside, it's Davison. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. Guys, let's chat for a moment about Oregon. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country.
Snags it, and there's running room. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Leaves it with the back. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Hands it off on the counter. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Quickly complete. Across the 25. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
And it's so fun to have that trump card, right? Like, it's almost like playing a video game with this guy. When you got a big tight end that can make plays, that gets open, that feels those soft spots in the zones, 3rd downs, money downs, the tight end is always open, especially with that big body. He finds him, and he gets the 1st down.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Here we go. Ready to go. From the red zone, it's Davison. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
This is an offense that really relies on its running game on that 2nd down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get it first.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Touchdown, Oregon! Got it right in the heart of the end zone. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point makes it 7-3. They march 78 yards down the field, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the River Toads make their way onto the field to open the drive. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Looking downfield on 1st down. Blasted as he lets it go. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
River Toads decide to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll field the punt and look for room. He's got great speed. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Dante Moore. Under fire. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Moore to the air. Pocket breaking down. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
Finds a soft spot in the middle. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on fourth down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. They've switched ends of the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Throwing Moore. Setting up the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Time to take a shot. Got it inside the 10. Into the house. Touchdown, Ducks. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point makes it 14-3. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the finisher coming on a touchdown pass from 52 yards out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the River Toads make their way onto the field to open the drive. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Pressure coming. Hit as he throws. On target to the left. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
From the shotgun, the inside give. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Quickly out to the tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And now the River Toads in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack. That might have knocked him out of field goal range. The River Toads will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And the Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. On the draw, it's Davison. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Ducks trying to win the day by running for another first down.
Run the football. It's always been the staple. We can go back as far as you want with Oregon teams. The ones that were good, they were built on the running of the football, the physicalness. Run the ball, baby.
But one thing you know about Oregon is they're always loaded in the backfield. They had a couple of true freshmen a season ago in Davison and Hill Jr. who were absolutely outstanding. And you expect this season, David, in the running game, those two guys are going to be the focal point for the Ducks.
They'll be the focal point, but it's just like what you saw a year ago, man. Like, they are committed, and they run hard. They run as angry as anybody in the country. Obviously, having more come back at the trigger opens it up. Price transfers in, so it's going to be another year of stable running backs for Oregon. A lot of ground and pound and a lot of physicality.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Moore with the play fake. Got him downfield. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. The Ducks have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Now on the move. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they can become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, same, right? Continue to do what you're doing. Take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's go to the sideline at Holly Rowe.
Here on the away team sideline, I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line and the running back. They just haven't been able to get the ground game going. They're talking about he has got to be more patient, and they have got to get more of a push up front. The crowd is making it hard, though. I can tell you it is hard to hear as they try to struggle and communicate. We'll see if they're able to come together against this very hostile crowd. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly.
What a great play by the linebacker. Do you talk about filling a hole? Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it. Got 7 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 3. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout. And man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And now the River Toads want to crank the tempo. They've been steamrolled so far in this first half, David, but maybe a little positive momentum to take to the locker. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Here on 3rd down for this offense. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They kick it away on 4th down. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Fires to the wideout. With the catch, it's Moore. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down. Now Oregon will call it second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Unloads to the wideout. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
You know, and that's a route this offense practices all week long. You really have to have great timing when you're throwing these out routes. There's nothing a defender can do on that one. Perfectly thrown, well caught. Nice job getting his feet in bounds.
Throws to the wideout. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Johnson. Excellent job using McCloud. They get the timeout, 2 ticks remaining, and now they can put up points before going to the locker room. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. Just drives it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with a look at Northern Illinois, taking on the number 18 team, the Iowa Hawkeyes. And it's the Huskies, able to escape with a 3-point victory. Talk about an upset, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game inside Autzen Stadium in Eugene. This team is on top right now thanks in large part to the play of that burner on the outside. It's like he has glue on his hands, catching every ball that comes his way, and he's helped build this halftime advantage. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in Autzen Stadium.
Just about set to get this second half underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you can tell he takes advantage of it.
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Davison. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice his safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. This defense will try to force a fourth down on 3rd and short from the 45. Making side adjustments here. From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. And that 3rd down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up. The Ducks send out the punt unit.
Man, college football is crazy. It looks like he's about to go score on this punt return. Instead, getting down inside the 10-yard line, he coughs it up. That is a play that could very well define this game.
Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Checking in from the Oregon sideline. Developing story, guys. Their best wide receiver is dealing with a few issues. Very banged up here in this game, but he is battling through it, still on the field, trying to perform for his offense. I'll keep you posted on how he's able to adapt here in the game. Guys?
Holly, thank you. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Looks as if he's going to run it. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
They've moved it right to the precipice of a score, and they need 1 more yard. They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Oregon! And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the River Toads make their way onto the field to open the drive. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Wants to throw on 1st down. Here comes the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Second down, he'll throw it. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Scrambling away. He felt the heat trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or two. The River Toads line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes a move. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They have it once again in spectacular field position, cashed in the last time and even better this time around. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Tight end now in motion. They'll go right back to him. Takes it past the marker. He's up to 86 yards rushing, and he's making his presence felt in this first game. And the Ducks are in the red zone. Trying to run, it's Davison. Got some room, headed to the goal line. So close to that end zone, he can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to...
Charges his way in for the score. This guy's putting the Oregon offense on his shoulders, carrying them however you want, on the ground or through the air.
I mean, so fun to watch when you got a guy that can do this. And we've seen it with the Ducks in history, man. They've had some great ones that put their team on their shoulders. If you need me to run it, I'll run it. You need me to throw it, I can do that too.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the River Toads make their way onto the field to open the drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got his man.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. On target over the middle. Shakes a man, and he might take off. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And now the River Toads come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. And he'll be brought down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The River Toads will punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Checking in from the Oregon sideline. There is a lot of excitement right now on the sideline. I see their quarterback going up to guys and saying, let's keep eating. This is what they expected from him, and he has gotten them off to a terrific start. They've got the lead, and he has performed well. No big surprise. He is their guy, and he is showing that leadership down here today. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Breaks the tackle. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. The run inside. It's Davison. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Finding open areas. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And this offense does it again on third down. They have been so elite on third down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got a little space. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
Let it go. To the ground with the back. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. There's never a good time for it, but man, do you hate to see it in the first game of the season. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the wideout. Right back to him on the ground. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul.
Well, that was an easy one for the officials. You can't grab a face mask like that, and it costs the defense a first down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. On the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And when you run the option, you run the risk of putting the ball on the deck, and especially once that thing starts to string out, and the defense does a really good job playing assignment football, man on a man. I got the quarterback taken care of, and you could tell, had the running back taken care of too. Nowhere to go with that pitch, and they forced the turnover.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
Running inside. It's Taylor. Might have a chance. It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. Outside the pocket, lets it go. On the left side, grabbed by Williams. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30. And now the River Toads come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's a heat. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. They just keep firing. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The River Toads will bring the punt team onto the field. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Here's the return. Slips through the line. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return. Better than 30 yards. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, Dave."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying.
Maybe a crease. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it up to 12.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Down to the 12-yard line. It's 1st down. Run in the red zone. It's Hill. Ripping through the defense. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game, try to continue to do this on the ground, continue to eat that clock.
The handoff keeps working on that clock. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the 1st down, new set of downs, let's go.
And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. Quarterback will keep it. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line. They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Ready.
The old coaching cliche, go win or no every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
That great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0,